This is Gerald Johan van Waas on the Educational Channel, related with the book Sound in Form, also in 2 volumes, The Development of the Word and the Application of the Word. The book is about the meaning of letters and the combinations of letters, and it explains as a theory how I come to it and how there is an existing set of rules that makes it so that for every choice of words that we made, there is this reference point which is inhabited in our recognition of patterns, is also fitting with the words how they are intended to, and they are fitting with the objects that we are expressing with these words. This set of videos now, I already had some parts with about the theory, I had some parts with demonstrations. Here I focus mainly upon the development of your sensitivity of recognizing letters, combinations in words in your daily reality. And in this video we will recognize the certain words and objects related with the face. Let's start with the eye. How can we change the letters and also the sounds of this word into the form itself, and how we can recognize this in the eye? There are 2 reference points actually. So there are the written letters and the spoken letters, which for the eye are completely different. We have A and G as the spoken word letters, the spoken letters. So these are our active parts, and we also have the written letters, which is the background, which is used as a reference point that we use to pinpoint the active part on it. The visible part now, the physical part, is also the active part, and it's the A and the G, and it is an extension of A with Y, as the theory describes how these combinations should perform. I as letters, we have the E, the Y and the A, is the background part, as I said, and the Y has a certain way of connecting. This connecting can be to a similar thing, or it can connect to an unknown thing, and I will add both in them as an E plus Y plus E as you can see it over here. And then when I connect both aspects, the active part and the background part, I have the I, the written part, and the I as the spoken part, in which the I connects to another known part, the similar part, or to an unknown part. And this becomes the context for the full perspective on I. But it's not just one A, it's a double A. So I have to refocus again. The A is a stretched letter, so it is stretched into the double A. And when I do that, reminding of us that we also have the Y instead of the Y, then we go and we first emphasize the object A, as you can see here, which can be in one of both parts because of the Y. The unknown part is where we can point at, or we can't, or which is similar, as the eyes can follow each other or go to a different direction or go to an unknown direction. Can be all of these things, and the connection points are here also more emphasized. These are the connection points. So now when I refocus myself onto the totality of I as a spoken word and as a written word, I have this I once again, which is our complete picture, how we see the eye. We don't see just one eye, we see the eye as together with the two eyes. We also don't see a steady eye, we see an eye that connects to an unknown part or connects itself to something known. It is followed by the other eye, by the other part as well. All these associations can be done simply by associating the letters and the meaning of letters and simply combine them as I did here. Go to the next word, which is the ear. The ear, again, there is a split connection between the written word and the pronounced word. It's not much difference, but the spoken word is the E and the R. That's what you hear. That's the active part. So the E is connecting through within and the R is making the connection. The background is the A, the A and the R as I have designed it over there. That's the context. In this case, the strangest thing is that this is actually the physical part. The A is there as well. A refers to the physical thing and the E refers more to the idea, the active part, the activity, what you do with it. So the ear, if you combine both aspects, you have here the full physical object. As you can see, this is the full perspective and the physical reference. And this is can be recognized as the ear that is connected to the face. That's with the A as the first letter. The A is then the physical object. The R is the connection. So there is a connection made. But the connection is pronounced as E and R. So E, insertion. So the insertion. So we have something that comes in. And this is connected. So we connect something that is received. So that is also interpreted, of course, via the ear. But that the real idea of the ear is not just a physical thing, it's also how we use it. The nose, now, that's the next thing. We have the no, N, and the O. So the insertion of some content with an environment, let's say, that's environmental space around it. And the nose, so it connects at the outside with the W and the S also with an effect at the outside. And the nose is born in the right place as a spatial reference point. Spatial orientation with as you can see here, is recognizable as the nose on the face. The reference point is pointed in the right direction. Now the mouth and the lips. I first designed the lips, but of course we don't say lips. If we look at the face, we say first mouth. We say, okay, I can see the mouth. The lips are more the detailed version of what we can see on the mouth. So we have to start with the mouth first. Mouth, when I design it, is designed more or less like that, and I will explain it, because the M is like always, it's the square, it's the maximizing of a form into the square, materializing in its full form. The ow is extending, extending its space now from within. The th, as you can see here, is inserted in a partial area and is widening its space. That are the things that can be recognized. The U is inwardly, so the expansion is also something that comes from within. And how can I explain it better? The mouth is can be explained as a movable area from within, as you can see here. And this is better expressed, as I can see it, the mouth that is expressed. That is actually expressed in the word mouth, as you see. It's a enlarging area that tries to maximize itself from within, from an opening from within, and stretched via via actually the sides here. That's as a reference point. This is not just a fantasy. I follow the rules of what I described in the theory of my book here, so that's why you have to learn it first before you can try to fantasize something. So you don't have to fantasize, you have to follow the rules and then recognize the rules in reality, not the other way around. So now we go over to the lips. The L is the formation of something, of a form, as you can see here. The li is, yeah, something new is coming out, something from outside is coming out, and the lip, the P, will put that new thing on top of it. That's the lip. Actually, it's not very recognizable with the lip, so I have to check why this is. So I check what is in the reality this time and why it is different. And if I check the lip, then I understand that it's not that far away from what I was expressing. Just one lip isn't very clear in that way. But if I check it out, the lip is actually indeed forming itself physically and popping out with a P. So it is in fact on the insertion of a popping out. It is visible and it is recognizable. But we don't say lip if we see something. We see lips. We say lips in the mouth. If we go to the details, not just one lip, it are the lips. And the S, as you can see, this will be the result. So the results have to go to this kind of form most of the time. So we adapt to this form as well, with the popping up of the popping as well, and the forming of physical layers as well. We have the lips as we know it. These are the lips. Then this form fits also with the letters. It is this external popping out of on top of each other with that kind of effect it creates. That are the lips. Go to the next word. Hair. Let's look at the hair. What do we have as letters here? We have the H. So H, mostly it is, actually it's always space and the connecting points that we connect within space. The outer connection points, the maximize connection points in space. That's we always associate with H. Then we have the sound A. This will be like the E insertion, a whole series of insertions, and then the written word is A and E. The background, the area where the inserts will happen, will be the object where something will be inserted, as you know it will be. It will perform there. How do you combine the physical or real part with the context part, AI? It's very easy. We have this form underneath. It adapts to the form underneath, as you can see. What do we still need to connect? We have the H with the R. The R are the connecting points. The H has already connecting points. We can use it, and there will be also, of course, connecting points from within. So let's connect both of them to create its own space. So the connecting points on the outside, and of course those on the inside, they are already known. But our first focus will be where are the connecting points at the outside. We have the H with the R, the H, the space connecting points. That is our main focus, our main attention. And where does it attach? In the background. In the background we have the A, which is stretched because of the A of swell, which can even be stretched. It's not necessary, but it is fitting better with the sounds. And then of course the insertions there, the insertions on the A, the multiple insertions of A, of course, within and the space around it. That's the hair. So we have, just one more time, I will check it here, that these are the spatial references, the hair itself, and the insertion, which can be coming in and coming out, it's almost the same. It's all about spatial reference points, and the whole frame of orientation is there. We could say like, okay, does we really need always this full frame? Do we have to focus on the frame? Not absolutely necessary. It can be very loosely as well. As you can see, it's not the wig itself that is the hair. The hair is these connecting points in the air. It's an airiness, has to be there. So if we keep the essence together only, we have these connecting hairs in space. That is the hair. These are all the connections that are actually making out the final result of what we have as a reference point in hair. So what did we have today? We had the nose as a spatial reference point. We had the hair as also spatial connections, while the lips as a popping out reference point, the mouth as an opening of space from within. We have the eye as a reference point which has a double as well, which connects itself to different directions, which can have connections to within, to somewhere else, to the other eye, to the inner eye. It can be all these kind of things. The ear itself is a physical part, but it's the main focus is there, that what we receive in the ear. And these are all the conclusions that I have of recognizing the objects, the aspects of the face, the different parts of the face in words. And these words were also translated into sound informed connections and realizations. I hope this was interesting enough. More of it in future. And the very good thing is that you have the reference point behind you of the theory, which is to be found in Sounding Form or in just the first book, The Development of the Word. And then, okay, you have already some reference points. If you would make mistakes, you can go back to the reference point. Once you start to try yourself, go back to the reference point and see if these reference points are still there, that the theoretical part is still not missing anything, that you didn't miss anything there, and the theoretical part is there like a check, a double check there. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Anyhow, this was Gerald Johan van Waas again. There's a website too, and you can subscribe to the YouTube channel for more instructional, educational videos that hopefully will make people realize that words are not random, letters combinations are not random. We choose and pick out the letter combinations as they should be chosen. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.